folks, how you doing? Durinde back with you as we continue our Let's Play of Stellaris and Star Trek New Horizons mods 2221, 15th day of January. Let's take a look at the universe. I'm not sure why I was looking at that system, but anyway, we are the Dominion. We are over here. Of course, our borders have been expanded. We're kind of a... we're pretty much an oval shape right now. We're a squat oval. I don't know. So the last big thing we did was the Camera, or whatever these guys are. They're now our vassal, and I did actually go back and look at some of the old videos, and I did actually select them for vassalhood. I was a bit confused. I thought I was going for tributary, but anyway, they are a vassal, which I am completely fine with. So, we have 6 out of 8 planets right now. How are we doing for leaders? 14 out of 14. So that's why I haven't expanded that at all. We do have an extra admiral right now. Not sure. I may dismiss one of those, but I kind of like the idea of being able to break up my fleet and have 2 experienced admirals, if it comes down to it, because I am starting to take a look at these guys. They're grown. They have grown fairly large, so maybe I'll see about taking a chunk out of those guys. So let's start things off. Let's take a look at our research. So we're doing reactor cores. It's going to take us 73 months, 8 months for resettlement costs, which I don't really use, and 32 months for better cruiser prototypes. First fleet, they are heading back home, I think, for rest and refit. So. That's okay. What about our troops? They are also going in orbit. Okay, so everybody, the Talaxians have closed their borders to us. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. The Borg, not doing that great this game. They've usually expanded out more so than what they are right now. Talaxians, fairly large. Kazon's fairly large. Vatawar, a little bit smaller than usual. United Federation planets, Alpha Quadrant looks pretty much standard for what we usually see. The Klingons, a little bit smaller than what we usually see. And how are we looking at on the galactic stage right now? The start of this video is me just kind of getting a feel of what the universe is like right now. So we are kind of mid-range of the stronger powers. Of course, the Romulans, right? Romulans, the ones to beat in terms of strength. So we're not even close to our naval capacity, so we'll continue to work on that. We do have an extra construction ship now, so we'll disband that one. We don't need it. We have a system down here that we haven't explored yet, and it lies within our space. Let's grab this signed ship. We'll get them to... Oh, they can't explore that? There's no route. Why is there no route? Come down here. What? Move here. Then go over here? They can't go over there. Well, they can't go there for some reason. It's alien menaces there. Okay, so they won't go there because of the alien menace, I guess. Gotcha. Gotcha. Took me a while. I'm a little bit slow sometimes, but I'll figure things out. We do have a system here that we haven't surveyed, though. So we'll actually get you to move there and survey that system. We'll ignore everything else. This one is just outside our borders. Okay. So the Hur'Q, let's take a look at them. I think the last time we looked at them, though, they were not super strong. So they are going to be our next target, I think. So let's just make sure. Don't want to get ourselves into predicaments. So they are inferior in pretty much every way except for technology. Rivals with a lot of people. Yeah, so let's see if we can do a lot of bit. Yeah, that's some good English right there. Let's see if we can do a bit of a land grab. Why is our first fleet in Dasi territory? I mean, that's fine, but because they're not in orbit somewhere, they're just, like, not using resources effectively. Let's take a look at our planetary surfaces before we get ahead of ourselves. So this guy's still got like 50 years before he arrives. ONAB Prime. I did notice, I think a couple of videos I was complaining, it's like, oh, there's nothing that produces minerals for energy. Well, the starport does. It just doesn't give it in the description there, but it does show up down here. So I'm going to upgrade this to a starport, trade off some energy for some more minerals, because we do have, well, we're maxed out on energy right now. So that should be a good move for us. What else are we doing on this planet? We're upgrading this, okay. And maybe we should clear off, are we still behind on physics? More behind on society, so clear off this tile, see if we can get the society up. Tramboden. Okay, so they can do a physics lab upgrade, and again, this planet's getting kind of filled out in terms of what we can do, so we'll go for society again, see if we can get this number up. Darius Prime, how are we looking here? So, where is our, do we have any pops coming in? Yes, right there. We have a mine starting up there. Everything else is food or science. So again, I guess we will clear the kelp once we can afford to do so. Okay, so we can't do anything right now. Nozomi, this is the planet where everybody is leaving, and I'm not sure where they're going. Can I actually install Jem'Hadar here? Of course, the thing is with the Jem'Hadar, I don't think we have that much more left in Catcher Cell White, so it's one thing that we have to keep in mind. And this planet's one of our newest planets. They seem to be doing fine for the most part. We're maxed out on influence and food. Research is done. Resettlement cost -30. Could we resettle someone here? I suppose we could. I don't normally do it, but maybe. Colony development speed. Probably the most attractive thing out of this, even though we're not doing that much in terms of colonization. Let's see. Where's the planet where we have a lot of vorta? We have quite a few here. So you're producing unity. Again, we're doing great for energy. So maybe someone like you. We will see if we can resettle you to, what's the name of this planet? Nozomi? Can the Vorta actually live here? That's the big question. So we'll grab you and resettle to Nozomi. Nope, that's not it. Nozomi. Okay. And yeah, we'll grab you. Habitability, yeah, it's not 40% for the Vorta. Okay, so we can't do anything with that right now. This planet is good. So it was this planet. I want it to clear the toxic kelp. Okay. All right. So there we go. We've done kind of the housekeeping part of this episode. So now, yeah, the Hur'Q. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can take them on right now as is. And what are we going to do? Are we going to do a land grab? I think that's all we can do for now, really. Let's just see what our options are. Of course, we could humiliate them, get some influence, but we don't need it. Get them to open their borders. Don't really need that. We could do some planet liberations. I could actually take quite a few. I can't vassalize them. Cleansing. I mean, it removes the colony. I'm going to try something different, a little bit different. We'll try to see if we can get... so we'll see what happens if we flip a few of their planets to kind of our ethics. So let's go with kind of the ones closest to us. Merrick. So we'll go with that one. The one in the Lagom. The Fedora planet. Fedora. And Quanega. Really butchering these names. Should probably do their homeworld as well if we can. Because that... okay, so that's at 84. So we could do probably one more. That puts us right at 100, okay. And do we want to invite anyone? We have some possibilities here to go into this with some allies, but I don't think we need to do that, so we'll confirm that. And yeah, we're going to try to break them up a little bit first and then kind of vassalize the remnants after the war cooldown happens, and about 10 years after the end of the war. So we'll grab our fleet. I do want to make sure that our liberation forces, I think that's what our guys are called. Yes, the liberation forces. I want to make sure that they are in fact following our main fleet here, which it looks like they are. So let's go quote unquote liberate some planets, and it shouldn't be that hard for us. Right, so we will speed things up now, because I think we got, like I said, I think we got kind of the housekeeping stuff pretty much done for now. We're only doing 27 energy a month now with our fleet on the move. Of course, we do have some allies hanging about. They do have a small fleet there. I don't expect these folks to do that much for us, though. We will absorb these folks after a while. Non-aggression pact between the Romulans and Silaban. Okay, I'm cool with that. So yeah, I'd rather kind of bring them over to my ethics first, if I could do that, and maybe we'll see about vassalization after a while for the people who share our ethics, and maybe enslavement for everybody else. Tile blocker. Yeah, I kind of get it. Tile blockers have been cleared. So with that, we can upgrade our ship shelter here, so let's get that out of the way. Of course, that eats through the minerals that we had saved up. I would like to build maybe some more destroyers. Another cruiser might be good at this point as well. I mean, that will jump up our fleet strength by quite a lot. Okay. Question is anyone willing to do any trading? Now, I have tried trading before. We don't have a lot of people who like us in the first place, but the Benzites like us. That's kind of cool. We will offer you a trade deal. We would like to offer you our excess energy credits. No, it doesn't look like they're willing to accept that. What about these guys? Yeah, we'll offer you a trade deal. Energy credits, you want some? No, okay. And there's like one more. Yeah, the Fendamara with our likeness of 2. Okay. Communicates, offer you a trade deal. Energy credits, what do you say to that? No, okay. It's kind of the downside of playing a quote-unquote kind of evil race, is that you don't get a lot of opportunities for trading. I still kind of wish that you could trade with the Ferengi regardless. It seems like the Ferengi would be they'd be an opportunist species, you know, they'd be always willing to do some sort of a trade. Anyway, that's fine. Well, this war might be a long one because we are going for like 100% in terms of war score, so we'll probably have to take every planet or close to every planet. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. We should get a nice chunk of war score too for defeating their fleet whenever we run across that. Okay, this system has been scanned. The Bitrius system, lots of energy there. So we'll send our sign ship over this way to build some mining stations, and we're going to send our sign ship back on automatic exploration for a while. There are some brave new worlds for them to check out. Okay. Right, so there's no space station at this planet. What do they have for armies? Not a lot. Okay. So that's good. Silaban and the Flaxians, they're no longer rivals. Okay. Good on them. Klingons, non-aggression with the Silaban. Okay, as long as the Alpha Quadrant doesn't, like, unite into one big old ball of friendly happiness, I think we'll be okay for now. We'll just quietly take our sector of the galaxy before we start heading on down there. Okay. Everything else should be good. Quickly. Okay, so here comes our troops. While we're waiting for our troops to come, we'll quickly take a look at our planet's ONAB. So that has been The Romulans guarantee. Okay, so we can upgrade this to a... No, that just changes to a different building. I really don't want that to happen. So we won't do anything with that. This mine's almost online. Tramboden. So we do have a little bit of... couple tiles to work with, so we won't worry about that for a little while. Darius Prime. Can we support any more Sulaban armies? Or not, or Jem'Hadar? We can. Okay. So we'll produce a couple of more armies. Okay, so that's the most we can do with that. And I'm pretty sure, again, at this point, we're not producing enough catcher cell to support any more. Yeah, we're only producing 1 out of the 5 that we have. So unless we find some more of this sodium tetrahydrate, that's kind of a limiting factor for our ground troops. So we'll land our armies here. I mean, we can still produce Vorta armies, but they're not quite as effective. So this should be an easy win for us. Mulgarimia, whatever that is. Should be, again, a quick battle. How strong are they? 1.8. The Vorta are 2.07, so yeah, that should be an easy win for us. And again, I'm going to keep doing the same kind of blitzkrieg thing where I just take the armies that I land with and move on to the next planet. Usually I don't play it like this way. Usually I try to keep some sort of occupational force on these planets, but okay, 16% for a single planet. That's not too bad, actually. So we're going to need to take about 8 planets in that case to win this, and that's us not destroying their fleet as well. Maybe we'll move on to their homeworld next. Okay, so there is a transport fleet there. Okay, and they do have a space station in that system, so I definitely need to take out that system at some point. It's a Borg science ship. What did Borg use for science ships anyway? Is it a cube or is it a sphere? That looks like a teardrop. 6 of 12. Who's a dog, apparently? Eager. Imagine having a Borg dog. That would be something. Alright, so we'll land. We'll take this planet. Again, a couple of easy victories for us at the start. I don't expect it to always be like this. Okay, so there goes the occupation fleet. And I'm just letting minerals build up again here now. So we've taken that one. So we need to embark everybody again. And make sure that you're following you. Alright, so let's... Since we know that there's a space station in this system, we definitely need to take that out. Again, we'll do a quick... Okay, so we can upgrade a whole bunch of stuff on this planet, so we'll work on that. And Nozomi... Again, unless we can get like another race that can occupy this planet, or if we can get our habitability up as well. I don't think we have any access to any frontier clinics or anything like that. Doesn't look like it. And those are the only things that kind of increase habitability, so won't bother with that for now. Here we go. This should be an easy victory for us. So hopefully we don't lose anything. 420 minerals. Looks like their science ship jumped out. Okay, so what do we got here? I think we are going to be okay. Doesn't even look like our patrol ships are even getting damaged. Plus we have a level 5 admiral now. Great thing about having the Founders, I mean, they live for like 900 years. I don't have to worry about these guys kind of maxing out their skills and then having to replace them after a while. Federations have made the Tenobulans Protectorate. That's kind of the MO. Battle cruisers. Yeah, I guess. I did build battle cruisers when I was playing, I think, the Cardassian game, and I don't remember being that impressed with them. I think I think the standard cruisers are a little bit beefier, so they're kind of the better go-to ship, more versatile. I don't know, maybe I should stick Nozomi in the sectorhood. Is that even possible? Where is that? That's all the way over there. So what sector is this? Let's take a look at planets and sectors. Because I can't really do anything with Nozomi. Is it the Trogian sector? Manage. Yes. So we'll do it like that. Close. And that should have actually freed up a leader for us. Because I do think we have a sector, yes, without a leader. Okay. Alright. Yeah, like I said, there wasn't really much I could do. There's actually a planet that we could possibly colonize in this system. Is that right? Trillium 1, or Trijam 1. Where is that? I did see a colony ship somewhere in this system right there. Trijam 3. It's delicious, Trijam. I think I made that joke before. 22. Might be worth it to colonize. I don't know if anything different is going to happen on this planet. Well, they're now shown as enslaved. I did have them enslaved before, but they were still leaving the planet, so I'm not quite sure what changed there. Alright, so how do we do in the Kenny Logan system? On planet Fedora. Alright, so we can land here. And where are we building armies? Looks like we have these guys ready to go, so we'll see if we can get them to meet up. Invasion has started, and we're only facing off against garrisons here, so this should be a very, very quick victory for us. Okay, so get you to follow you. And let's go take their homeworld, because their homeworld is kind of guaranteed to have a space station, so we'll take that out if we can. 750 minerals. I'd like to get up to 2,000 again if I could. So we're doing great for food right now. Energy starting to fall behind a bit. Physics, how are we doing for physics? Physics is okay, but it's not great, so we'll do some physics research there. On this planet, we said we were going to try to force some society. I won't bother building the labs, because again, I am trying to save up enough minerals to maybe get another cruiser going for us. 22, 23, so it's been a couple of years since we started the episode. What do we got going on here? Whoops. Seems like some sort of large fleet. Okay, so they have a 3,000 strength task force down here. So we do have to take them on. We gotta try to take these folks out. Hopefully we can catch them. It looks like we're going to be able to, and this is going to be a fairly intense battle. Maybe not. Our transport fleet might be caught. Come on, come on. The game's trying to figure out what's going on here now. We're missing each other just by like a tiny margin. So I think my transport fleet is actually acted as a... Alright, so we're facing a level 1 admiral. So this should be pretty good victory for us. I'm going to slow things down so we can watch the pretty lasers. So they have 1 cruiser to our 3, 4 destroyers to our 8. They have more patrol frigates. I doubt that's going to be our downfall. But we'll see. They have half our strength, so I don't want to underestimate them. Are we close to losing anything yet? So they're down to 3K. This patrol frigate looks like it's about to die. 2.8 to 6.8. So I think we were at... Yeah, we have lost a patrol frigate on our end. They went from 13 down to 7, though. So, yeah, they're starting to get tore up pretty fast and furious right now. Almost too fast, too furious Tokyo Drift. I don't know. That was a terrible attempt. I had a joke regarding the Fast and Furious series, and I don't know. I apologize. Maybe I do want to build a couple more patrol frigates, though, to replace the ones that we're losing here. They seem to be concentrating on the cruisers now, though. Of course, with that, we're going to want to head home to heal up after this, because I don't want to lose anything to just us traveling around with no hull points if I don't have to. 6.6 to 2.2. Okay, so they've lost a destroyer now. 1.9. Whole bunch of stuff happening politically. If we could take out their cruiser, I'd be super okay with that. Okay, it seems to be about to die. Come on. Shoot it up. Okay. So the rest of this combat should be basically given for us. So we did lose 0.3k, so I think we lost, yeah, like 2 patrol frigates. Did we lose a destroyer? I forget how many we had. I thought we had 8, though. Alright. That's good. So we've taken out their fleet. So that jumped up our war score, actually, to 57%. So this war should be a pretty much a foregone conclusion. Oh, I didn't embark these guys. And what happened to... I think maybe we lost the elements of the transport fleet. I'm not sure. Or did they land? Hard to say. Let's see if we can build... Yeah, we did lose some assault armies, because it's letting me build more Jem'Hadar, so it's kind of a bummer. I think what happened was I didn't embark the guys who had landed on this planet, so there was a small transport fleet following our main fleet, and they did get caught by the enemy fleet. So it's a bit of a bummer, but I had already started to build replacement soldiers, so it's a good thing I did. Go me for having a little bit of foresight. Let's speed things up again now, so we shouldn't have to worry. And it looks like our allies, our vassals rather, are making a few moves now. That I mean, they don't have a fleet anymore, so these guys should be able to maybe take 1 or 2 planets by themselves. Hopefully 1, even if they do a blockade. That's great. That's one less thing I have to do. Right, so here's their home system. They do have a single ship, and they do have a 1.2k. I really should have sent these guys home, because this destroyer, it's less than half health, actually. So we may lose that one if these guys decide to target it. Yeah, I should have sent these guys home to get repaired. I didn't, though. It's my own fault. This patrol frigate shouldn't last very long. All the same, it's the space station that might give us an issue. And it does look like... the shields are recharging. Maybe. We might be okay. Hopefully we won't lose a ship, but we might. Couple of transport fleets coming in that distract us, but this thing's going to die very swiftly. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. So if we can get another 1,000 minerals, we can build another cruiser. Okay, so there goes their starport. Let's take out their transport fleet, or at least mess it up a bit. Still 57% for war score. Alright. So yeah, let's start bombarding their homeworld. What do they have for defensive troops here? Not a lot, actually. One army and mostly garrisons. Okay, and we will combine these fleets. There we go. Alright, and how are our allies? Why did they go all the way over here? I mean, they had an option of maybe attacking that spot or that spot. They went fairly deep into enemy territory. I don't know. What do they have for transport fleets? Are they actually in a position to invade someone? Maybe. They actually have quite a few troops. If they do an invasion, I would be fairly impressed. Usually they're not that active with producing transport fleets, but they might go ahead and take a planet for us, which, again, I would be totally okay with. So Hur'Q is ready for invasion. So land that. And this should be a fairly easy one for us. And most of our troops tend to be Jem'Hadar now, so yeah, this should be fairly quick combat. 1.8 compared to 2.7 for Jem'Hadar now, by the looks of it. Okay. Good. So this should be over with very soon, and we want to make sure now that we do the embarkation, and you need to follow you. Okay. Yeah, I'm not 100% that I did that last time. 93% for war score. So really, all we have to do is blockade another planet, and we pretty much win this. I'm interested to see how the Liberate... Oh, they actually did take that planet. Good for them. I'm curious to see how the Liberated Kingdom is going to act. But again, my thoughts are get these guys broken up, have the vassals who share our ethics, and then the ones left over will attack them maybe like in another 10 years, and we should be able to maybe vassalize them or make them into a tribute. Couldn't do it because these guys did have quite a large swath of territory carved out, so we couldn't just downright vassalize them. Yeah, 93. My allies doing a little bit of work for us. Good for them, good for them. 1,500 for minerals. So another few months and we'll be able to start building another cruiser. I do want to replace the couple of troop ships we've lost. Now, here's the thing. They do have a spaceport here. I'm kind of playing with fire because I am going into some of these battles with damaged ships, so there's a possibility that I could lose them, but I don't really want to spend any more credits on other ships by building the smaller ones. If I can build another cruiser, I'd be fairly happy, and then I can start rebuilding some of the cheaper ships. Game saving 22, so it's been about 4 years since we started this one. Again, this should be a fairly easy battle for us. Not tearing through spaceports quite as fast as I'd like, though. I think we have, what, the level 3 beam ship designer? Level 3, yeah, so there's only a couple more levels to that, actually. So we'll clear this off, and we'll start the bombardments. Yeah, so we're at 96% for war score. So as soon as we take this planet, we've won this war. Might be a little bit of border gore because there were a couple of planets in this system. And I'm not sure... the Sulaban has been destroyed. Whoa! Whoa! Interesting. Huh. No wonder they're not talked about in any series aside from Enterprise. They were blowed up. Alright, we'll clear this, and where are we here? Some very small task force there. Alright, so this planet ready for invasion, so let's finish off this war. And we'll see how the galaxy looks. Again, this should be a very, very easy victory for us. We do have a trade offer. Star charts, I'm good with that.
Long-range scan of planet complete.
Okay, so this should be done very quickly. Alright, so we will embark everybody. We're at 100%. Get you to follow you. And I can actually start to send these guys home to get repaired, because the war is over at this point. There we go. Best possible outcome. Unfortunately, we didn't get to bring our new cruiser online for that to happen, so let's see how this looks now. Alright, yeah, it's a bit of a bit of board decor, but I did get kind of the systems that were closest to me, or tried to. And I did want to make sure that their homeworld went as well, because homeworlds tend to be the best developed. So, you know, taking this away should weaken everybody else. Hark! The Herald Angel sings. What is this? A couple of pirate fleets up there. Do I need to worry about them for now? Maybe I should take them out, because it looks like my allies do traverse that system, and I don't want to end up in a situation like we ended up in before, where there was like a random privateer fleet or something down here, and it took out part of our transport fleet. So we'll have to take a look at that after these guys get repaired. Alright, so we're over 2,000 minerals. So let's start building a new bruiser cruiser, and we'll end things off there for now. Hey, if you liked what you saw here today, think about liking the video, think about subscribing to the channel. We'll see you next time. Take care. Have yourself a great day.